Hey everyone out there in YouTube land, this is Mr. E, and I'm back for another tag. And yes, I'm not tagging anyone. I just wanted to do the video. Again, because I want to. This one is called the 17 Random Questions tag. Simple. 17 random questions, and I answer them. So, let's begin. First question, how did you get your YouTube username? Well, if you heard the last tag video, I basically said Mr. E is based off of me being a Mr. and the first letter in my name, in my first name, is an E. And I just thought it was cool wordplay, so I kept it. Mr. E. Mystery. 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 See? Good wordplay. So, that's number one. Number two, if you could change your name to anything, what would it be? And why? Well, if I could change my name into anything, it would be Luke. Why? I like the name. And it's Luke Skywalker. Next question. Question 3. If you could go back in time and give yourself, your younger self advice, what would it be and why? It would be simple. Don't lose the English textbook. Junior year of high school, I lost my English textbook. It was right next to me. Just disappeared right after that. Well, I put it on top of the monitor, not the monitor, but the, you know what I'm talking about, when you actually get a desktop, when you get like a thing of computer and the thing right next to it. I put it on top of the thing, and the bell rang after lunch to go to the next class. I left the library. Book was still there. Next thing I know, I remembered it was gone. Right before the next class, I ran to the library. Book was gone. Never knew where it ended up. So, that would be my advice to my younger self. Don't lose the English book. And also, I would just tell them, be yourself. I mean, when I was a high schooler, I was completely different from when I would be in high school, in the actual building, to when I left the building. At home and now, I would be talking and talking and talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. Once I got into the building, nothing. You barely got a word out of me. I would go to the class, and all I would say would be the answer to the question. That would be it. And that made me so, even in the classroom, like, oh, I gotta talk more and all that. And there was only one time when I actually talked in the class at the top of my lungs, and that was when someone right behind me was getting on my nerves and was constantly talking very loud, and I just shouted at the top of my lungs, "Shut up!" Only time I actually talked, and that would be my advice: be yourself and talk more to my young self. Now, next question. Question 4. How old were you when you first learned to blow a bubble gum bubble? 4, maybe. I don't know. I know it was in the 90s. It was in the 90s. Yeah, it was when I was 4. Because my sister would always do that. And I asked her one time, how'd you do that? Then she showed me, and I did it. So, yeah. It was when I was 4. Yeah, I'm gonna edit this part out. I'm trying to remember to edit this part out. Okay, I'm probably not gonna edit that part out. Question 5. What did you want to do when you were little? When I was little, and this is legit, second grade, I wanted to be a cowboy. I remember because it was career day, and I wore complete cowboy outfit. I was like, yeah, Walker Texas Ranger cowboy, yeah, and all that. And then when I got a little older, I started saying, hey, I want to be a writer because I think I can write. And now I'm just like, I want to be an entertainer because that's what I like to do. I like to entertain people. Dude, come here, dude. Yeah, it's my dog. I love dogs. Got two in my room right now. The other one's on the bed. Okay, next question. What did you order at Starbucks? I don't know. I haven't been to Starbucks in a while. I don't go to Starbucks. I know, heresy. What's the hardest you ever laughed? I laugh a lot, to be honest. I laugh really hard at almost everything. The hardest would have to be, I was watching a show. I was watching a play, and there was just so much hilarity happening on that stage where I just couldn't hold it in anymore. And the person right next to me actually looked over and asked me, "Are you okay? Can you breathe? Do you need water? You sound like you're about to die. You sound like you can't breathe." It's like, no, it's just so funny up there. So yeah, that was the time. I don't remember what show it was. I just remember I was laughing so hard. If you could play any musical instrument, what would it be and why? I would want to play a saxophone. Here's the reason why. Because middle school, I was in band. Wasn't in the band right any time after that. But the instrument I played was a saxophone, alto sax. So I wouldn't mind going back and returning to play the saxophone because, trust me, saxophones are amazing. You listen to almost any song, there's a saxophone somewhere. So yeah, I wouldn't mind doing sax. Question 9. What's your favorite thing to do when you're upset? Oh, well, my favorite thing to do when I'm upset is hold it in. Because, well, I'm one of those people that when I'm angry, I don't show it. I never show it. And that's a negative. You need to vent somehow. If it's just listening to music or writing it all down or watching TV and just I'm watching TV or playing a video game. I mean, I have video games like right over there, but I never do it. What I do is just sit down and just like building it up, building it up, building it up. But then next day, like next few minutes, I'm fine. I really, I don't get angry. When I get angry, it gets gone within a second. So, okay, next question. Number 10. What's your favorite movie? I don't have one. I honestly don't have one because I'm the person to where, whenever I watch, I have one each year because each year is different. There are different types of movies coming out each year. And if you were to take a movie, let's say, The Godfather, and you would compare it to a movie like The Dark Knight, like, when you go to each movie, each generation would be like, oh, Dark Knight's better than Godfather, or another generation would be like, oh, Godfather's better than The Dark Knight. So it's kind of one of those things where it's not really fair to compare movies, because it will be different for each generation. So I really don't have a favorite movie. My favorite movie right now in 2004 is a movie that actually recently came out, Guardians of the Galaxy. That's my favorite movie right now because that's a great movie. It's one of my favorite movies. If you would ask me my least favorite movie of this year, it's Transformers: Age of Extinction. That movie is dog crap. So, moving on. That's not the question though. Next question, number 11. What's one food you cannot live without? Chicken. White meat chicken. Man, so it's a funny thing actually. Almost every restaurant I go to, it's always like, do they have chicken tenders? That's literally my question every single time. And there was one time I just went out to over to East Tennessee one time, and it was almost every single restaurant I went to, I ordered chicken tenders, and almost all my friends there were like, Eli, you gonna get anything else besides chicken fingers? Or are you just testing the chicken fingers out through each restaurant. I was like, oh, I'm just testing them all out to see which one's good. But honestly, I was like, man, I ate too many chicken fingers. Or chicken tenders, whatever they call them. So, next question. What's your favorite dessert? Chocolate ice cream. Yeah. Next question. Favorite pizza topping? Cheese pizza. Don't like anything else on it. Just give me a cheese pizza. Good enough for me. Next question. Question 14. Would you rather have the superpower to read minds or the superpower to be invisible? I'd rather read minds. Basically, get to hear what everyone's thinking and all that. The reason why I don't say invisible is because basically in high school I was invisible, so I already know how that feels. So it's basically I'd rather read minds. Get to see if someone hates me. It's like just talking to them, then just read their mind. It's like, oh, what this person, shut up, and then it'll get me to the point where it's like, I can stop now. I need to stop now. So yeah, read minds. A lot easier and it's a lot more fun. Question 15. What did you do for your last birthday? Nothing. Stayed at home. Went to watch The Amazing Spider-Man 2. That was on the Sunday after my birthday. But yeah, my birthday is in the is in the middle of spring at the beginning of the summer movie season. So it's kind of like, oh, well, summer movie. So yeah, that's basically it. I stayed home on my birthday, and then the weekend I went to watch The Amazing Spider-Man 2. That was it. Next question. Question 16. If you had one personal selfish wish, what would it be and why? If I had this wish, it would be to star in my own movie as the lead character, directed by Steven Spielberg, written by Chris Terrio. Yeah, written by Chris Terrio, directed by Steven Spielberg, me starring in it, and I would have Morgan Freeman being one of my supporting characters. And have Liam Neeson play my dad. That would be amazing. Morgan Freeman would be my dad's best friend, but I would want to be an action sort of movie, and I would want the bad guy. Who would I want to have play the bad guy? I would, I would want, Arnold Vosloo. He played the Mummy in the Brendan Fraser Mummy movies. I would want him to play the bad guy in my movie with me playing the hero. Oh, that would be beautiful. That would be a great movie, in my opinion. Final question. Question 16 is if you were, or 17, final question, question 17. If you were a Pokemon, what would you be called, and what would you look like? If I was a Pokemon, I would like to be called, Geekimon. Yeah, I would be Geekimon, and I would just be like a dog that had like a lot of geeky stuff on him. Like it would have a comic book shirt. It would have like a controller, like in between the ears. It would have a video game, like a PS3 controller. And yeah, that would be my Pokemon. That's what it would look like. And the special attack would be the special attack, the final attack, kind of like when Pikachu goes like Pikachu, lightning bolts everywhere. My attack would be it would be me saying Geekamon, and like just a like video game, like a lot of pixels just hitting the person, and then the other Pokemon just becomes a pixelated image and then disappears. Yeah, that would be the special attack. Well, I am currently at the 14-minute mark, so I better call that a video. And so, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, if you got a comment, put it down there. And yeah, this was a good video in my opinion. I like doing these tag videos. I might do them more often. But anyway, as you all know, this is Mr. E, signing off. Bye-bye.